What are you doing?
Been a disaster to all my kids. Especially you.
That's...
Because I wanted to hurt him the way he hurt me.
That's understandable, Dad.
Not for Kristine, because she ran away. She was afraid of me, Morgan. If she kept running, the baby would still be alive. How could you, of all people, say that to me?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Your death is because of me, Morgan.
Today's episode was so emotional and impactful. I was really moved by how Morgan talked Sonny down and helped him realize that his children need him. It was also great to see Sonny go to Kevin's office and admit that something wasn't right. I'm really looking forward to seeing Jason and Sonny rebuild their friendship. This episode made me cry. I really hope Kevin figures out that Sonny isn't on the right medication. Fingers crossed that they question the pharmacist and get to the bottom of the situation with Ava. The brief ghost appearances of Morgan are so frustrating for us fans. We all know he could be alive, and it's painful to be teased like this. Morgan could add so much depth to the show. I understand the writers might prefer focusing on Drew, whose character seems to change constantly and not in a good way. Look at Finn, who hasn't been likable since his split with Anna, yet they keep him around. Just when Nicholas finally developed as a character, he's in prison. It feels like the male characters are getting the short end of the stick. I have to give a huge shout out to Maurice Benard. His performance was phenomenal. And I'm sure many others, greatly appreciate his dedication to portraying bipolar disorder, especially given his personal experience. The vulnerability and authenticity in his scenes were so powerful, it felt like I was an invisible witness. He absolutely deserves all the awards. I loved the scene with Sonny and Morgan, and the moment Sonny walked into Kevin's office, admitting he needed help and was exhausted. I was thrilled to see this. The portrayal of Sonny and Morgan's conversation was exceptional, and both actors did an amazing job. I really hope they bring Morgan back soon. This episode was heart-wrenching, especially the scene between Kristina and Molly, which was so emotional. Seeing Sonny finally ask for help was a big moment, and I'm excited for tomorrow's episode. The preview looks incredible. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. I'm so happy that Trina finally told the truth about what she saw, despite her friendship with Ava. There was no betrayal in Trina being honest. Ava is the one lying. I'm glad Trina has finally seen the real Ava. Ava was using Kristina against Sonny to prove she's a better parent, but neither Ava nor Sonny should have custody of Avery. I believe Avery should be with Carly. Carly loves her, and Avery loves Mama Carly. Plus, Avery and Donna are very close. That's a win-win situation all around. My heart broke for Kristina and the loss of her baby, as well as for TJ and Molly. If Molly wants to be angry with her uncle Sonny, she also needs to be angry at Ava. This wouldn't have happened if it weren't for Ava. Kristina shouldn't have gone there, but she did because she wanted to confront Ava about having her subpoenaed to testify against her father. Eva didn't physically push Kristina out the window, but I don't think Kristina would have fallen if Ava hadn't grabbed her arm, causing her to trip over Jagger's bag and fall backwards out the window. If Molly thinks her Uncle Sonny needs to be held responsible, then so should Ava. Sonny is on the rooftop balcony of the hospital, contemplating whether to jump, but he won't because the ghost of his son Morgan is going to save him. I wish Morgan would come back permanently and not just as a ghost. I don't believe the first surrogate had a miscarriage. I think she lied because she became so attached to the pregnancy and didn't want to give the baby up. I have a gut feeling that she will run into TJ and Molly somewhere with the baby, and they'll put two and two together. This scene reminded me of when Morgan was in a similar situation to Sonny. I still don't like how everyone has turned on Sonny. He has always been who he is, and they all knew he had a sickness. It's been explored multiple times on the show. Maybe some haven't watched as long as I have. I was so happy when Morgan said Ava was to blame, not Sonny. It annoys me when the town blames Sonny for Morgan's death. That had nothing to do with Sonny. It was Ava switching his pills and Olivia Jerome planting the bomb. This episode hit close to home for me and needed a trigger warning, but I'm glad these issues are being discussed. Morgan helped his father, and I believe he and Jason will be back together soon. It would have been a better story if they played with the idea that Morgan could really be there. They could have had him show up in scrubs, checking on his family in the hospital, and even have someone bump into him as he's leaving. No matter how many years go by, he will be back. Morris Bernard and Brian Craig deserve Emmys for their incredible work in this scene. The actresses playing Kristina and Molly also delivered outstanding performances, as did the actress portraying Alexis. They all did an amazing job. I really appreciate the direction GH took when Sonny walked into Kevin's office and admitted he needed help. It's so easy for soaps to go dark, but GH has been on a roll with this episode. Sonny asking for help and Kristina showing understanding towards a spouse's homophobic family members by saying, "You can feel how you feel, but I am going to be me," were powerful moments. Thank you, GH, for bringing humanity into these storylines. In a world that feels so hateful right now, this was a beautiful, albeit sometimes painful, episode to watch. On a lighter note, Morgan is definitely alive, and I'm convinced Avery is his daughter, not Sonny's. Anything is possible on GH. They're known for bringing characters back from the dead. Just look at Jason and Robin. Welcome to the soap opera bubble, where anything can happen. But wait 1 nanosecond here. Kristina falls out of the Metro Court window, and Carly can't get a sitter. And no Olivia? Really, writers? How do the two owners of the Metro Court go an entire day without getting a phone call, text, or email about what happened in their hotel? Make it make sense. It was Jason who told Carly. So, where was Olivia? Even if Kristina gets Ava off the charges, the truth about Sonny's medication is about to come out. Ava won't go down alone. She'll reveal that she told Jagger all about it, which means his career is over. Can we get more of Dr. Park? He needs to become a regular with a romantic storyline. We're missing out on this K-drama type guy. Also, why didn't Joss call Carly about what happened at her hotel and with Kristina instead of hooking up with Dex? Curious to see how the writers will play this out. Kevin will likely discover that Sonny's meds are off. He'll probably test the prescription and find out they're placebos. They might automatically blame Ava because she was living with Sonny and did the same to his son. Or they could investigate the pharmacist, who might give Ava up in exchange for a lesser sentence. However, this probably won't connect back to Valentin's involvement. I really wanted Anna and Laura to know that they turned on Sonny because of Valentin's actions. Now, regarding the baby's death, I'm not saying it was a good thing, but it might have been for the best. TJ would never accept Kristina, and if he's freaking out now, do you think he would want Kristina to have any contact with the child afterward? Not even as an aunt. This situation has revealed TJ and Molly's true colors. Until now, everyone thought they were perfect. I wanted to address some of the criticism Molly received for going after Sonny in yesterday's episode. You need to realize she was in shock and lashed out at the closest target. Give her time, she might still hold him accountable, but at least it will be with a clear head. But look at it this way. Molly blasting Sonny led him to the rooftop, contemplating suicide, with flashbacks of losing his family and friends. Morgan talked him off the ledge, and Sonny ended up in Kevin's office asking for help, finally realizing something is wrong. So you could say Molly's outburst started his epiphany. Ava's problems are just beginning. Once Sonny's blood work comes back and his meds are tested, the pharmacist will likely give up Ava and maybe even Valentin. General Hospital, that's it. Morgan talked Sonny off the ledge. Someone, possibly Ava, Valentin, Pikeman, or Agent Cates, tampered with Sonny's medication, which is why it's not working. If it were working, Sonny would be thinking and seeing things more clearly. Sonny, your family needs you. Your kids need you. Your grandchildren need you. Kristina, of all people, needs you now more than ever. She just suffered a terrible loss. Do you want her to lose her father too? Listen to Morgan. Jason and Carly love you and need you too. I know Dante and Chase aren't buying Ava's lies. I'm just hoping that Anna sees through them as well. Yes, Kristina partially tripped over the bag, but it was also Ava's fault. It looks like Sonny might solve his medication mystery on his own. I have to wonder, how did Esme jump off the terrace of Windermere into the freezing cold and survive with the baby, while Kristina fell 3 floors into a pool and lost her baby? It just doesn't add up to me. I still believe Molly is pregnant. I hate that Kristina's baby had to die, but I couldn't imagine the 3 of them parenting together. I feel sorry for all of them. Here's a wild theory for tomorrow's episode. Carly has taken Avery to the hospital because she couldn't sleep. What if Avery took some of Sonny's pills to help her sleep, and that's how it's discovered they are placebos? Far-fetched, right? Imagine if TG faked the baby's death so that he and Molly could raise the baby, fearing that Kristina wouldn't sign the papers. With the way TJ has been acting, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm honestly tired of hearing people say that Ava attacked, pushed, or assaulted Kristina. She barely grabbed Kristina's arm. Kristina pulled away before Ava could even get a hold of her. And I'm sorry, but if someone came barging into my house threatening to take my child away, I'd defend myself too. Some of you defended Portia for yelling at Spencer, but Ava can't go into mommy mode. Here's the funny thing. Kristina would not have flown out that window if Ava had pushed her. The momentum would have made her fall backward onto the ground. Physics, people. The fact that Kristina lost her footing and went face first out of the window proves Ava couldn't have physically pushed her to do that. The pictures literally prove this. If the writers wanted Ava to be responsible for the baby's death, there are a billion better ways it could have been done. A gunshot, hit by a car, stress from testifying, anything would have made more sense. And let me not even get into why someone has illegally obtained pictures of her room. That's just ridiculous. I just don't understand why they had Ava lie about the tripping over the heel. So stupid. I have to talk about Blaze and Kristina today. What in the world is Blaze thinking? She claims to love Kristina, yet she's not by her side during the worst time of her life. Instead, she's having lunch with her mom. How can she even eat? I have a feeling this is going to be unforgivable for Kristina. I hope Kristina ends it with Blaze after this. Blaze claims she wants to embrace her sexuality and not bow down to her mom's demands, but her actions show otherwise. I don't think she's mentally mature enough to be in any kind of relationship, whether with a man or a woman. Blaze has a lot of issues she needs to talk to a therapist about. Her number one issue is her overly dependent relationship with her mother. She's not a child, but she always does what her mother says. This is often the case in religious or overly disciplinary households, where there's a constant need for parental approval. Blaze's words suggest she can stand up for herself, but her actions show she's still easily influenced. She could cut ties with her mother, even if temporarily, but right now she's not ready for that. I really hope GH knows what they're doing, and that Blaze is able to explore this. I hear Kevin's taking new clients. Let's dive into the latest drama in Port Charles. Ava is in jail, and Jagger comes to visit her. He's been fired, and now that the info about the bags is out, Sonny is after them both. Sonny needs to make them both disappear, and he has the resources to do it. Jagger asks Ava if she trusts him and reveals a plan off-screen. Ava balks at the plan. They both have kids, and it's too much for her. Jagger assures her they'll find a way to make sure their kids know they're safe. They don't have much time, and he manages to get her out. Later, Anna finds Jagger's duffel bag missing from their evidence, and she gets a report that Ava has escaped. Another report comes in about a boat in the harbor that has just exploded. Remnants of the duffel bag and the heel of one of Ava's shoes are found near the explosion scene. Both characters are presumed dead. Later, Avery opens the locket Ava gave her, the special one Jex found while dumpster diving, and finds a tiny note inside. "I'm still here. I love you," it reads. Carly and Sunny are spooked but ultimately choose to assume Ava wrote it expecting to lose custody. Laura visits Nicholas in prison and tells him Ava is dead. He's stoic, says if he had never slept with Esmond, both Ava and Spencer would be here. Asks Laura to take care of Ace and leaves. Later, Nicholas gets a second visitor. A part of him is expecting Ava. It's lucky. They hug. Nicholas sobs. We later see Trina leaving some flowers at the boat wreckage. She flashes back to Ava telling her she's like a daughter to her. We then see Trina sit down at a bar, vodka, and keep them coming. First off, what if Molly and TJ end up having their miracle baby through other means? Why not explore legal adoption if traditional methods aren't working out? Adoption could be a wonderful option for them. Another interesting possibility is that Molly's endometriosis could somehow be reversed or even cured, allowing her to get pregnant naturally. This would mean no need for a surrogate or IVF, and Molly could carry the baby herself. Or if IVF is still on the table, what if Molly's eggs and TJ's sperm are used for the process, and the fertilized egg is implanted in Molly so she can carry the pregnancy to term? Even if they can't have their own biological child, adoption remains a fantastic option. While adoption may not be the same as having a biological child, every child deserves two loving parents who will raise and love them, regardless of DNA. Honestly, the Molly baby craze always seemed a bit off to me. Molly has always been the unconventional one, and she and TJ could have considered the foster care route from the start. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.